The jQuery fadeIn method allows you to gradually display an element in the page that's not currently displayed. Right here, I'm targeting every paragraph in the page and I'm saying fadeIn, passing it no arguments. What's happening here is I've got this paragraph with the style attribute set to display none. So this paragraph should not show when the page loads. Then this button up here, I'm setting up a click handler for it. I'm saying when this button with the ID of fadeIn is clicked, run this callback. Inside the callback, I say fadeIn every paragraph in the page. So let's take a look at this. When I click this button, the paragraph fades in. I'm going to refresh, click it again. So you can see it doesn't just appear, it fades in. Let's inspect that element. I'll refresh the page and watch what happens here. To this element, it has a style attribute with display none. And just as a reminder, that's because we set that right up here. So when I click this button, that style attribute that's set to display none will change. It goes away and it changes to opacity, and the opacity changes gradually. Let's take a look one more time. So as it fades in, the opacity changes. That happens pretty quickly, so let's just make a small change here so that we can see it a little bit more clearly. I'm passing the number 5,000 to the fadeIn method. The fadeIn method can take a number as its first argument. If it sees that number, it assumes that you want to control the speed of the fade. So it's measured in milliseconds, so 5,000 seconds, or 5,000 is milliseconds is 5 seconds. So when I pass 5,000 to the fadeIn method, it should cause the fadeIn to take 5 seconds. So let's give that a try. I'm going to click the button, and you can see that it fades in very, very slowly. And that allows us to see that down here, what's happening is the opacity on that element is being set, and it's changed very gradually, so the element fades in. So that allows you to control the speed of the fade. I can make it 5 seconds, or I can make it 500 milliseconds, which is a half a second, which would be much faster. Or I can simply take away that argument, not pass in an argument at all, and that still will fade it. I think the default is 800 milliseconds. But the bottom line is that when you call the fadeIn method, you can pass it nothing, which will simply fade it in, and I believe 800 milliseconds, or you can pass it a number which allows you to control the speed of the fade, but either way it gradually displays the element in the page.